Hello and welcome to Brain Bullion. I am Dilip, and in today's video we will dive into the powerful world of Emmet and how to use it to accelerate your HTML and CSS coding workflow. Let's start at the very beginning. What is Emmet? Emmet, previously known as Zen Coding, is a set of plugins for text editors that allows for high-speed coding and editing in HTML, XML, XSL and other structured code formats via Content Assist. Using Emmet, you can write HTML and CSS code with the speed of light. And today we are going to see how that works. I will be using VS Code for this tutorial, and support for Emmet is built right into VS Code, no extension required. Great, now let's start with some basic HTML examples. With Emmet, you just need to type an exclamation mark and then hit tab and boom, a full HTML template is instantly generated. This is just one example of how Emmet can speed up your workflow. To create basic HTML tags, you just need to type the tag's name and hit enter. For example, type div and press enter. Type h1 and press enter. Type p, press enter. You might know that in CSS, we refer to classes using a dot. Emmet uses the same way. For example, let's create a div with class container. We just need to type div.container and hit enter, or you can simply write .container and it will still create a div with a class of container. And this is because div is an implicit tag and implicit tags do not need to be typed and can be implied. If you want to give multiple classes, then you can do that also. For example, let's type .container.group and press enter, and you will see two classes has been applied to the div, container and group. For ID, we can write it similar way. Let's create a div with ID of root. We just need to write #root and press enter. We can also group classes and ID together. Let's write .container #root and press enter. We can also specify attributes for tags. Let's create an image tag with source and alt attributes with Emmet. Just type this and hit enter. To include content within the tag, we simply wrap the content in curly braces like this. If you want to create sibling elements, then you can use the plus sign. For example, let's write span plus span and hit enter, and there you can see two span elements have been created on the same level. To create child elements, you can use the greater than sign. Say you want to create an unordered list item, simply write this and hit enter. We can also generate multiple tags by multiplying. For example, let's create unordered list of 5 items. Then we just need to write this and hit enter. We can even number items in sequence using a $sign. Let's write this and hit enter. Now we developers often need to write filler text, and most of us fall back to lorem ipsum. Now with Emmet, just type lorem and hit enter. Emmet will generate 30 words of fake text. We can also define the amount of words. For example, lorem 10 will give you 10 words of random text. Emmet works great for CSS as well. Say you want to give position of absolute, just write POS:A and boom. You want to give position of static, just write POS:S and hit enter. And if you want to give position of relative, just type POS and hit enter since it defaults to relative. Similar way, you can give a margin and padding of 10 pixels by writing M10 and P10. If you want to set the box sizing, just write BXZ and hit enter. It will set the box sizing to border box by default. These are just some of the examples. As you can see, Emmet significantly reduces the amount of typing required to write HTML and CSS. And that's it for this quick overview of Emmet. There is much more you can do with Emmet, and I encourage you to explore its official documentation. The link to the documentation will be in the description below. Please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more coding tutorials. Remember, coding doesn't have to be difficult if you have the right tools at your disposal. Keep learning and keep coding. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.